All right, guys, let's get ready for our math lesson. I think you're going to have fun with this one. So I've got some interactive dice here. And what we're going to do is we're going to roll our dice to help us build some arrays. So you're still going to need that whiteboard or another blank piece of paper. I'm going to roll 2 dice. I'm going to roll our first dice, which is going to tell us how many rows we need to have. And then we're going to roll our second die, and that's going to tell us how many we're going to put in each row. So I'm going to give you some time to draw your array. You're most likely going to have to pause the video after each one so that the video is not too long. But again, we love our videos because unlike in class, you can't pause me, but videos you can. All right, so we're going to take a red die and we're going to take a green die. Right? I'm actually going to make these guys bigger so they're easier to see. Right? So the red die is going to be how many rows, and the green one is going to be how many in each row. Okay, so I'm going to give you an example. You can just watch first. So we're gonna, I think we're just gonna spin the die. They should spin. There we go. All right, let's see. So we're gonna use the number on the top. So this one actually is 1 row of 4. 1 row of 4. So I'm gonna come over here and I'm going to create an array. All right. I'm going to build it first. All right. And there's our array. 1 row of 4 is what it would look like. Right. So when you build your arrays, you can use X's, which is fine, or you could draw boxes. But what happens with drawing the boxes is sometimes they start getting a little crooked and then they're not lining up and some are bigger than others. So I really like to use X's. They just happen to use boxes here on the computer. But like the sheet you did yesterday, X's would be perfect. All right, so we're going to get started. I'm going to roll the dice. You're going to make your array. Pause the video while you're making your array, and then unpause it to see how we would build that array and what it should look like. All right, so our first die, get past that one, 3 rows. I'm going to try to do something other than 1. All right, 3 rows of 3. So pause the video. On your paper or whiteboard, make 3 rows of 3, draw an array, and when you're done, unpause and come back to me. All right, so you should have that array drawn. We're going to change it here, 3 rows of 3. Okay, I want for you to check out your array and see if it matches mine. Okay, we're going to put this guy out there first. We're going to build our array. And there it is right there. So these are actually exactly the same, right? But with X's, your array should look like this one. 3 rows, 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, 3 in each row. Perfect. Put that guy over there. All right, let's roll again. Those ones, 4 rows of 4. All right, so we're at 4 rows of 4 for this one. Pause your video as you make your array. When you're done, come back and check with me. All right, let's get those arrays back up. They seem to have disappeared on us. We want to have 4 rows, and we want to put 4 in each row. So you should have your array drawn already. We're just checking to see if your array matches the one that I'm going to create here. And here is our array. Right? 4 rows, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1, 2, 3, 4 in each row. So 4 rows of 4. Excellent. All right, let's go ahead and roll those die again. Red die and green die. 5 rows of 2. Mixing it up a little bit, 5 rows of 2. Pause your video while you draw your array, and then come back and check in with me. All right, so we're going to change our rows here to 5. We're going to change our number in each row to 2. We're going to drag our array up here. All right, build our array. There it is. All right, and we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 rows, and we have 2 in each row. All right, so that's what your array should look like. Let's go ahead and build another. All right, 2 rows of 3. Pause that video, draw your array, check back in with me when you're ready. All right, we're making an array of 2 rows of 3. It's going to look like that right there. All right, we have 1 row, 2 rows, and 3 in each row. All right, we're going to try one more together, and then I have a sheet linked for you on the page for you to work on. It's going to practice some more making arrays. Ooh, 6 rows of 6. All right, this one's going to take a few minutes, so please make sure you pause and come back when you're ready. You want to make 6 rows, and you're going to put 6 in each row. Count very carefully. Count very carefully. Make sure that when you're done, you go back and check that you have 6 rows and that there's 6 X's in each one. Go ahead and pause. All right, you should have that array drawn. Make sure that you've done the work before you're checking in on the work that I'm going to do. 6 rows, 6 in each row. Let's build that array. It's a big one, right? It's going to look like that right there. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 rows, and I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 in each row. All right, guys, that was some great array building. You can continue making arrays on your own if you have dice at home from a game, or again, you could make 1 through 6 on slips of paper and just pick them up out of a bag or a cup, and you could create some more arrays. I do have a sheet for you to work on. It's very similar to yesterday's sheet, except it just has different number models that you're going to be using. All right, guys, have a great day, and I will see you in writing.